Hello YouTube. This is going to be a different type of video compared to some of my previous videos. This one's going to be a rant based on, I guess, some of YouTube's discrimination towards their content creators. Now, YouTube made roughly about 6.9 billion last year in AdSense revenue, and that's from a total of roughly about 37 million individual channels or content creators. Now, keep in mind, not everybody's monetized, right? I mean, that's the goal, right? Everybody wants to get monetized, make the big YouTube bucks, but I mean, that's really not transpired for a number of years now due to a lot of biased policies with the AdSense program and with how YouTube sort of governs their platform, right? I mean, years ago, I had my old channel, Markham Train Fan, right? And obviously I've got this channel, and then, I did have a third, I guess you would call it, video game channel, right? I did Grand Theft Auto 5 streaming roughly, for a few months last year. Dip my toe in it. Everybody else is, getting pretty big off gaming. I thought I'd try, and I mean, really, I found that it's a very heavily biased playground, right? Like, you'll have the larger, more popular channels stream, ideally the same content with, in my opinion, what would be the same copyright violations that I would receive, right? You've got a car driving by, in GTA, you got the music playing, boom, there's a copyright violation, right? But yet some other channels, same thing, no, not a problem, right? You pop into your nightclub, empty the safe, same thing. So I mean, I gave up. I still play GTA 5. Nothing against Rockstar, but I don't stream anymore. It was more of a pain in the ass, and really, I mean, it was near impossible not to get banned, basically. So I mean, moving on, right? My old channel, Markham Train Fan, I had, I believe, close to about 5,000 subscribers and growing. And that was really the interesting part there, is that it was growing and I wasn't producing any content, right? So I think back in, I believe, about March or February of this year, I received a notification from YouTube that, they were going to demonetize that channel. Just based on, I'm not adding any new content, but yet, it was still growing in subscriber base. I was still receiving the required amount of views to be in the AdSense program, but, they just want to take what last little bit, that I was getting from that and keep it for themselves, right? And I mean, people think there's big bucks on AdSense and whatever. I think I was monetized on that channel since about 2010, and I made a whopping, I believe, $3,000 US over the last 10 years with it. Not exactly what I spent on, the subject matter for the content, but I had fun. It was a great experience. I got to, interact with a lot of you. A lot of, you've actually carried over to this channel in terms of subscribing, and I'd like to thank you for that. But I mean, I was actually kind of hoping for, I guess, a larger conversion going between the old channel name and this one, and that didn't really happen, but not a big deal. So long story short, with that, and then with the subsequent email days later, saying that, Uncle Sam wants to take, tax withholdings from whatever they're going to give me. Well, just to make it a, public fact, I'm in Canada. Uncle Sam has no reach over here, right? If anything, it should be Justin Trudeau and Revenue Canada dipping into my pockets, wanting some of that revenue taxation from the AdSense. But, to me, that was just the absolute last straw for that, right? Like, keeping it up to barely make, a couple $100 a year was just not worth this constant barrage and nonsense from Susan and her little cronies there. So, I mean, long story short, closed out that channel. I obviously backed up all my content and, I'm putting it elsewhere. But, yeah, I basically closed that channel out of protest. Now, flash forward to current day with, YouTube's quote-unquote new policy of their right to monetize. Again, I'm in Canada. I checked the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and I don't seem to see any reference or paragraph in there citing YouTube's, rights of anything, especially over other people's contents and to profit from it. Now, don't get me wrong, right? I understand it's a corporation. If I don't like it, I can leave. And that's pretty much where I'm getting to with this. But yeah, I mean, long story short, right? I do product reviews. I buy some, fairly costly subject matter. And, I get no assistance, no, AdSense or revenue or, even sponsors or donations, even for that matter, to get anything, right? And I mean, not to say that there's a lot of you out there that do. I know a lot of you out there, go out and blow your entire paychecks just to have something to show in a video and, attract new viewers and subscribers and whatnot. So, I mean, I kind of feel that, a lot of us are in this boat getting screwed where, again, Susan and her devilishly greedy cronies are, dipping into our pockets and taking, what little's left. I can live with the fact that, I don't make anything, you don't make anything, right? But the fact that I don't make anything and you're still making something just absolutely disgusts me. In my opinion, it goes against what the platform was originally there for, right? It is to, let people create and show what they do, right? So, I mean, this whole corporate greed aspect that Google's taken with Susan and, her whole YouTube family there has just disgusted me. So, I mean, long story short, in case you guys don't know, I've set up my own website as in sort of an effort to try and host my own content. And then, I did basically end up stumbling across Odyssey where, all my new videos basically from this point forward will be going. So yeah, look for me at cctrains.ca or check me out on Odyssey. And then I've also posted some of my old Markham Train fan videos. I will be posting more, just obviously it's a little bit of a time-consuming process to repost all your old content. But basically, yeah, that's it. Straight up, thank you, YouTube viewers. You guys have been great. But in terms of YouTube staff, and especially Susan, you fucking cunt. Seriously, I hope like half the platform protests against you and you get fired because like you've just absolutely destroyed this fucking platform with your mindless bullshit.
A few moments later.
I'm going to end the rant here and just say, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope to see you on the Odyssey platform in the future and have fun and enjoy what's left of YouTube. Because I've got a feeling that I'm not the only one that will be leaving the platform. So take care. Have a good one.